The dark triad is not a theory you study in a book. It is a real force that hides behind smiles, behind charm, behind intelligence, and behind the people you trust the most. It is a psychological combination that creates some of the most dangerous personalities in human society. The dark triad is built from three pillars: narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, working together as a single destructive system. When these traits combine, they create individuals who manipulate without guilt, who harm without remorse, and who exploit without hesitation. They are smart, calculated, and emotionally cold. They see people as tools, not as human beings. They see relationships as opportunities, not as connections. They operate with precision, and they destroy anything that threatens their control. Let us break down the force of this personality, starting with narcissism. Narcissism is not just someone who likes attention. It is entitlement, superiority, the belief that the entire world revolves around them. Narcissists demand admiration, loyalty, and obedience. If you do not feed their ego, they punish you with silence, cruelty, or manipulation. They rewrite reality, so they always look like the hero, the victim, or the genius. But narcissism alone is nothing compared to the darkness that comes when it is fused with psychopathy. Psychopathy brings emotional coldness, the inability to feel guilt, the inability to feel empathy, the inability to care. Psychopaths read your emotions, but they do not share them. They understand fear, but they do not feel it. They see your pain, but they do not care. It is emotional blindness disguised as strength. Now, combine that with Machiavellianism, strategy, manipulation, patience, calculation. Machiavellians do not need chaos. They create it. They build lies that look like truth. They build trust only to weaponize it later. They think 10 steps ahead. They play everyone against each other while looking completely innocent. Every decision serves one purpose: their advantage. When these traits merge in one person, you get someone who can charm you like a narcissist, deceive you like a Machiavellian, and destroy you like a psychopath. They understand emotions, but do not feel them. They mirror empathy, but do not experience it. They pretend to care, but every act is a strategy. Every compliment is leverage. Every apology is manipulation. People with dark triad traits do not accidentally hurt others. They do it deliberately. They target weaknesses. They exploit kindness. They identify insecurities and turn them into tools. They can make you feel chosen, loved, appreciated, and understood while building a cage around your mind without you noticing it. In relationships, a dark triad personality is a psychological trap. They pull you close with charisma. They break you slowly with cruelty. They isolate you emotionally until you cannot tell the difference between love and control. They take everything: confidence, peace, energy. And when you have nothing left, they blame you for the damage they caused. At work, they are silent saboteurs. They steal ideas. They manipulate teams. They charm superiors. They destroy competitors, subtly and strategically. They present themselves as leaders while feeding off the work and effort of everyone around them. They are socially intelligent. They observe and they strike when it benefits them the most. A person with dark triad traits does not fear consequences because they always shift responsibility. They lie effortlessly. They deny the obvious. They twist conversations. They gaslight you until you question your sanity. They blame you for their actions and convince everyone around them that you are the problem. They know how to appear innocent. They know how to appear charming. They know how to appear trustworthy. They perform emotions like actors while being emotionally empty inside. They pretend to care only when it is convenient. They pretend to listen only when they can gain something. They pretend to be human while being driven by power, control, and self-interest. The dangerous part is that many of them are incredibly intelligent. They know how to hide. They know how to blend in. They know how to act normal in public. They can hold conversations, smile, flirt, inspire, and motivate because they learn these behaviors by observing others. They do not feel emotions, but they imitate them flawlessly. A dark triad personality can be your partner, your coworker, your friend, your boss, your mentor, your classmate, even a family member. They wear masks, and the mask only falls when you threaten their control. When that happens, you see their true nature: cold, manipulative, calculating, and vicious. What makes them powerful is the ignorance of others. Most people cannot imagine that someone can pretend to love them while feeling nothing, pretend to care while planning manipulation, pretend to support while plotting control. The average person assumes sincerity because they themselves act sincerely. The dark triad uses this innocence like fuel. Awareness is your weapon. You must see the patterns. You must recognize the charm, the flattery, the mirroring, the future faking, the sudden emotional shifts, the gaslighting, the strategic coldness, the calculated affection, the manipulative apologies, the triangulation, the guilt traps, the unpredictable punishment. All of it is part of their system. You cannot argue with them. You cannot fix them. You cannot save them. You cannot love them into changing. They do not see you as a partner. They see you as a resource. Your kindness is a weakness to them. Your empathy is a tool. Your loyalty is leverage. Do not underestimate the silent power of a dark triad personality. They do not need to shout. They do not need to threaten. They do not need to show dominance. Their control, psychological, subtle, precise. They set traps with words. They gain power with silence. They manipulate with timing. They destroy with patience. The only defense is distance, awareness, and boundaries, strong boundaries. They test your limits. They push little by little. They see what you tolerate. They increase pressure slowly until you accept treatment you would never accept at the beginning. They make you numb to their behavior. They train you to obey through emotional conditioning, but you can break the pattern. You can cut their influence. You can reclaim clarity. The moment you understand who they are and how they operate is the moment you take back your power. You do not owe them loyalty. You do not owe them access. You do not owe them explanations. You owe them nothing. You protect your mind. You control your decisions. You stop explaining yourself to manipulators. You stop searching for understanding from those who cannot feel empathy. You stop giving attention to narcissists. You stop giving vulnerability to psychopaths. You stop giving trust to Machiavellians. The dark triad thrives on confusion and emotional chaos, but once you see the truth, their influence falls apart. Their mask cracks. Their power dissolves. Their manipulation becomes visible. You are no longer a puppet. You are no longer controlled. You reclaim your autonomy, your confidence, and your peace. Understanding the dark triad is not about fear. It is about freedom. It is about seeing people clearly. It is about recognizing danger before it destroys your life. It is about protecting your energy and refusing to be used. Knowledge makes you stronger. Awareness makes you untouchable. And once you understand the dark triad, you will never again be blinded by charm, manipulation, or emotional illusion.